Hello and welcome. My name is Trismegistus, and if I click on the right button, this is Factorio. We're playing a bit of Bob's Mods. I will just check to make sure the stream is properly live. Yeah, that's all good. And are my levels okay? Ooh, the game seems very quiet. Huh. Oh, I know what that is. It's set very quiet. Do I normally put it on about 50? I think so. Yeah, that'll do. Right, so that's that. It's technical stuff. Nothing but professional streams here. So I'm live a bit early because it's Eurovision tonight. I knew it was Eurovision, but I don't know, it just didn't enter my head that it would overlap. I normally do the Saturday stream 6 till 9, and it starts at 8 o'clock. So I don't usually watch it live. I normally watch it along a little bit of a delay so I can cut out some of the voting. I mean, the voting's a lot better nowadays, but it got really, really tedious how they used to do it. It's quite good now, but it can still have... The problem is basically because the BBC doesn't have adverts, and a lot of countries do, so you get these bits where they'll do like performances or they'll just like interview people in the green room, and I'm just not interested in that. So the big aim today is to tackle bacons and modules, basically. Or at least to start doing so. I don't know that we'll get very far, but to start working on beacons and modules. This icon has been flashing away, telling me it doesn't have modules and all that sort of stuff for ages. So there's that, but also it's a key part of this mod pack. So let's see if we can't learn a bit about it and how it works. I did play a little bit. I don't actually remember what I did. I know I connected this up because it hadn't been connected up. It's interesting that's moving on just one side. Why would that be? No, just slow? That's interesting. Yes, so that wasn't connected up, and I've connected that up. I know I did that, and I've started this, so we'll just finish this off first. But it's a little bit complicated, more complicated than I thought, which is why I didn't finish it. But yeah, I don't think I did a great deal else, because I'd done all the, I haven't taken this wall down yet, for example. I've mostly been playing Dice Program. When I've had time to play. I've not had a lot of time to play. So, if we're making level 2, whatever they're called, oil refineries, we need brass and brass gears, invar plate, steel bearings, and steel pipe. Okay. So lots and lots of steel. Now, is it invar plate that I've just added, or is this something else? What does this do? No, that's nickel plate. Okay. Didn't I add invar plate then? That's invar plate. So this middle one is invar plate. Okay. Should I get rid of some of these? I seem to be carrying a lot of pipes around. Bronze pipes? Do I need bronze pipes? Why do I even have bronze pipes? Huh. Yeah, okay. So, we need invar plate. We know we've got that. We've got brass over here. Blue circuits. Yeah, here we go. We've got some blue circuits here. So I wonder if I could steal some from there. I probably could, couldn't I? If I take that light off. Oh, one thing I did do. I sort of, because I built the. Here they are. We're building the level 3 electrolyzer, so I'd put these in. I think this is actually where the nickel's being made, isn't it? But it hadn't built them because it was using level 2s, and I'm just literally going to work with level 3s now. So I added that as well. That was another thing. I'm a little bit flustered, I must say, because I was rushing to get the get everything up and running, which is why even though it's early, it is late. Right, so we need the red. Underground? How long is that? Can that reach? Not quite. Okay. So, get that in there. So that gives us blue circuits. If we get it from there. No. If we get it from there? No. Huh. I guess that's 2 over then, isn't it? That's interesting. There's no... You can't... maybe it fills it in eventually, but you can't pick up from there. Huh. Interesting. Right, anyway, let's just put an extra pipe in... An extra belt in for it. So that gets it there. Steel we'll sort out later, but we need this invar plate and brass plate. Might be better off doing that. So we know that invar plate is on the bus here. So we can grab that pretty easily. That's the brass there, isn't it? So maybe if I line those two up. And then that's like that. So we will do the let's see if we can put something there. We'll do modules and beacons. It's just to say I need to get this done. So it needs both brass plate and brass gear. So we might as well just bring our belt over. How would be best to do that? So if I move that down, and maybe move that one down so it's out of the way, and then we do that. Then we can siphon this off here. Sort of bring it around. So that'll give it the brass. In fact, why don't I just do that? But we also need brass gears. We're going to use these so regularly that this being super slow is sort of irrelevant. We need to have a chest for these to go in. And we need somewhere, maybe there, to request up all the old ones. So, where's a requester chest? There's a requester chest. They'd be in machines, wouldn't they? Be there. Whoop. In fact, let's put that on. I don't think there are 20,000, but 2,000. But let's just pop it in anyway. That needs a light, and this needs some kind of condition to stop it producing a full chest worth. Oh, it goes up to level 4. Look, wow. Let's just do 50. I can't remember what they stack to in this. Right, so the other thing then is the bearings and steel pipes. Okay, so maybe this was a silly place to put this. If we put this here and take advantage of the whole sidewaysy thing, then that could go there more easily. And this could be steel pipe somewhere here. Here we go, steel pipe. Why have I put that 2 away? Let's put it there. Oops. No, didn't matter, does it really? So I put the steel pipe there. But then we need steel bearings, which require steel bearing balls, I think. Is that steel? That's steel. Steel bearings. Oh, they require plate as well. Okay. And bearing balls. Okay, so we kind of need steel to be coming in this way, don't we? So if we have a chesticle of... not chesticle, a belt of steel there, and that's steel bearing balls. Now we might as well let it produce these as quick as it can, because we know they're pretty meaty. It's like 12, I think, per craft. Does it actually need actual steel, or is it just the... okay, no. Right, so if we then bring in the steel... Where's steel? Because that's iron and copper. Oh, there's steel. Right. Get a splitter. Across there. Let this chunk through and make sure I've hooked everything up properly. Then we'll delete the old one. We can set this in the meantime. Because we have the level 2. Do I even want any? Not at the moment, but... Ah, I've got 50 of them on. Why have I got 50 of them on? So another one we could do is the level 2 chemical plant, but I say let's move on with modules and beacons. Because that requires a special lab and all sorts of stuff. Or at least in, you know, the modded version. Right, so have we made any? We have made 1. Awesome. So let's filter it. Let's put them in. Cool. No, as I say, I think we've got... I keep trying to hit... I'm pressing the middle mouse button because that's what you do in Dyson Sphere program. Right. Where are refineries? Unless I wasn't... No, I was making refineries. There's chemical labs. There we go. This is refineries here. So if we take that out, that out, that out. Cool. Then they'll... Well, we might as well just delete that chest. Well, the lads come and got it. But yeah, so, you know, we're getting there. We're getting there, transferring everything over. A lot of this is military stuff, so that's okay. And they're all like basic ingredients, you know. And power stuff. There's not power stuff, which is kind of irrelevant. A lot of it. But yeah, centrifugals. And then say you got your sniper rifles and your lasers, and so we've got lots and lots to build still. But right, let us have a look. I think I might just clear these out. Gonna need a recycling system at some point. Oh, is steel on a... Oh, it is. I shouldn't have done that. Okay. I might drop that down to 50. And we could definitely do with these just being 50. 100. There we go. Right, so, modules. Now, to make them, as I say, I think I need to build a module lab. Oh, well, bacons are there. And they're not actually that complicated. I wonder if there's like a super bacon. What do they need then? Steel, copper plate, copper cable rather, basics and blue. Now when it says basics, it means these ones, doesn't it? So I'm just wondering if I could maybe sneak in a little bacon builder here, maybe. Because that doesn't look massively different. We should use level 4, because I imagine they're still very slow. Because that'll give us steel, you see. If that's making them. That was incredibly loud. I'm not sure they didn't fiddle about with the sound settings again. You get it sometimes where they do an update. I'm convinced that this is the case. But obviously I don't have any actual evidence. But I think there's probably like a default sound setting, and sometimes when they do an update, they've taken that off essentially. And so then the next update it'll come back. Why is it bringing me bronze? Okay. Yeah, I guess I was requesting that for some reason. In fact, that should probably just not be there at all, because we should have some of these other labs. Modules lab, that's the one. So let's put that on, but we'll get back to that. steel. So because we got basic electronic components over here. They're quite hungry, aren't they? Yeah. Excuse me. So if we put that there, and then this here, or maybe there, and then we can hop, because that'll give us access to the. Let's power it all up. Why are you not grabbing them? Are these the wrong ones? It's the wrong ones. That's annoying. It's these ones. Okay. So, how can I weave them round? Maybe I will... Because that's grabbing stone, but that one isn't. So we could do that. That. That's not really going to help. I could do that. Oops. That. And then this could be a split. Oh no, it needed... That needed iron plate, didn't it? So, do that. And then split that. Actually, let's move that over there. And then this can go under here. And we can use the magic of angles to get that working. We need blue as well, which we can easily grab from there. Okay, and then cable. The cable. Okay, let's put that there. Oops. Put it like that. This is going to be... In fact, we could look here. Is there... No, there's just the one beacon. That's interesting. You'd expect it to have a super beacon as well. Or I would, anyway. And we'll put that on, say... Oh, there are other beacons. Okay. Just doesn't filter it before. Look at all these modules. Wow. Ouch. Yeah, beacons. Put it on, say, 200. And it needs copper cable. Okay. I guess that's in regular intermediate, is it? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so let's feed this some copper. Another use for copper, that's a good thing. Oops. Across to there, across to there. That one there. Doop. Cool. What are you bringing me, lovely what? Another chest then. Okay, so it's got the stuff. It has crafted one. So is there anything too slow or no? It's just, I mean, they're slow in default. In fact, I think they're slower than 15 seconds. So, okay, cool. So we got the module beacons done. I thought that was going to be a little bit more complicated. So it should fill in these ones here. They're not proper things because obviously, you know, they would need doing, but it'll at least fill them in so I know where they need to be. It's these ones, I guess, that need to be done. Right, so that's that one. How do we make a... Let's just search for a lab. Okay. So to make a module lab, We would need all that stuff. Crikey. And it's circuit boards it needs. Oh, it needs a regular lab and circuit boards. Okay. Because regular labs use old school stuff, don't they? I wonder if I just... Oops, lab me. If I just hand make myself sort of 5 labs or something. Because they're never massive volumes. Where do you have them? They're in here, aren't they? Here we go. So let's make 10 labs. And then once we've worked out how to do boards, we can do the others. So a basic module board, a basic module logic board, module main board. Okay, so the speed circuit board, efficiency circuit board. Where are the actual modules? Have I not researched the modules? Yeah, okay. Maybe that's why I needed pink science to do. Oh, I haven't looked. Oh, I see. So you don't even get the modules until you've made some circuit boards. And they act as the research. Okay. Okay. So it's like a whole separate research tree. Right, so I wonder how we're going to do that now. Because these are the ones it feeds in, aren't they? So if we look at the science, so that needs speed circuit boards, that needs efficiency circuit boards. So they're the product ones, pollution ones again. But they also need module case and speed circuit boards. Okay. So what do these feed into? It's just more and more stuff, isn't it? Oh, well, that gives different extra ones, but even then it's still different. It's variations of... Ah, right, but you need to do some of these module ones, which would make sense because I bet they're used in its construction. Yeah, speed modules, okay. So it does unlock some other, like, proper techs, but basically the actual boards are your science. Okay, interesting. So, how are we going to do that? In order to build these, what's the blocker? It's the fact that I would need ferric chloride solution. And phenolic boards. Am I not making those over here somewhere? Didn't I have to make them? Yeah, here we go. These are phenolic boards. I think. Yeah, because that's ferric, whatchamacallit, debris. Okay. So what's that phenolic made from? So that's like chloride, hydrogen chloride or something, isn't it? I think someone's using a strimmer. But it uses iron ore. There's two options, you see, basically. I could come and I could make modules over here. We have this whacking great space. You know, this could become like the module science area. This is one option. The other is I start, you know, I make it over here. I don't have iron ore on the bus. Oh, that's the thing the thing I'd said I was going to do was I was going to build more iron ore, wasn't it? But it feels like making them over here is probably the way to go. I mean, this is hardly... In fact, this is completely stopped, isn't it? Because why? So there's something wrong over here. The silicon stuff has stopped. Why have you stopped? Because you don't have... Whatever's coming in here. What the heck is that meant to be? Is that sulfur? Plastic. Plastic. Although plastic has stopped because of chlorine, which we know is an issue because of these things. And having nothing with that. Okay, let's pop over there then. And we'll see if we can unclog that. Just looking for my car, there we go. I was thinking that was... Did I stop this copper? Because we're having so much trouble using what copper we've got. Yes, so I have blocked that off, okay. We'll let it drain through. But you see, it's not even used what the copper was there. We now seem to have ridiculous amounts of copper. Your recipe is too efficient. I wonder if Bob's is like deliberately misbalanced, as it were, to give you this problem. It seems a bit strange to have, you know, a product like that you basically don't have any use for, but you have to produce in ridiculous quantities. Okay. I mean, my assumption, to be honest, is that actually there is a use for it. Yeah, it is the plastic, isn't it? But I've just not discovered it yet. But you never know. It could just be... No, this is a thing that, you know, you will have no use for. Okay. So we've got some random chests there. Oops. So is that one of the blockers, basically? Is that solid stuff one of the blockers? Yes, it is, isn't it? Yeah, they can't output that, so they can't do the hydrogen. There was another issue, though, wasn't there, I think? No. Well, I suppose there's the sulfuric acid. Which I got a train... Why have I got a train for sulfuric acid? Wherever was I taking that? Anyway, sulfuric acid relatively easily solved. Because you can kind of just pick the tanks back up, they empty. And then you just pop them back in again. It's a relatively easy solution, that one. These, though... Oops, we're in the territory of having to just sort of blow them up, really. How shall I do it? I mean, I could use brass chests. They hold a ridiculous amount. Let's In fact, we need to turn the bots off to do this. So let's put our stuff in here. So I mean, I've not even really emptied this first row. What we can do, we can put wooden chests basically, and then they're just easy to blow up with grenades. But let's just crack on with this. There has to be a solution to this, not a proper solution. Surely. Unless it burns or something, does it? No. Honestly, haven't a clue what to do with it. Right, so I've put the grenades in here, have I? Yeah, okay. Whack your nose. I'm getting hit as well, aren't I? I didn't notice that. Oops. Yeah, if we oops. Oh, I've still got a load of stuff in. Okay. Yeah, if we put wooden chests, then they are much more easily replaced. Or blown up, rather, I should say. Okay, and we've got another box, so what the heck. Oops. Okay. Let's use... I mean, that's like, you know, that's not emptied them. That's just two row, or was it a row and a half? 2 rows, something like that. Of staff. Well, sulphur there as well. There we go. So now we're cooking on plastic. That's better. You know, we know the cobalt was stuck because there's no use for copper. Or that much copper anyway. I'm sort of hoping modules are going to help us here. You know, not necessarily that they'll provide a use for copper as such, although that would be great. But also, but they'll allow us to twiddle the, you know, recipes basically. We'll have to see. So I was going to build it here anyway, wasn't I? So let's do that. But what I'm thinking, or wondering, is can I double this up? I think I can, can't I? Because all it's really using is wood and resin, which is just, resin is just more wood. So I could double this up, no probs. Get the bots back. We could also upgrade our eyes. We'll have to go up to red, of all things. It's a little bit bonkers. I guess they've been assigned to bots in the network. I don't know why we're not building them. Okay. Right, and then we go down this way. So that gets us the module contact. So we don't know what those are for yet. So those all take. So that one's different, isn't it? The module logic board. Whereas these are all the same. And they need a basic module board, solder, electronic components, transistors. So it's all the excuse me, it's all the stuff we've got over here. Excuse me. Tin. Oh, copper. So there is a use for copper. Okay. I'm just wondering, if I even, math this out. I think because I want to make these 10 labs, don't I? Did I get 10 labs? Oh, they're there. So we want to make 10 of those. And they require 5 speed, 5 efficiency, and 5 productivity each. So if we're making 10 of them, we need to make 50 each of those. Well, they're quite slow, so we do want to make them. But that means we need a sort of proper production. We're going to need that anyway, I guess. Each use these uses 1. Takes 2.5 seconds. 10-second crafting time. Wow, okay. So if we wanted to make one of these, at rate, for each of them. I mean, that one's completely separate for some reason. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'd need 5 every 2.5 seconds. Because you would need 4. I mean, it makes 4, doesn't it? So that's 2.5 seconds. So it's one machine makes 1 every 2.5 seconds. So we need 5 of those machines, basically. Okay. So 2, 3, 4. Well, this is just so I can make the labs rather than actually produce the modules. So this is making basic module boards because it needs that ferric chloride, but this gives us that stuff. So we might as well hook these up as well. I bet we could make them in the electronic assemblers, couldn't we? Should I just run this down? It's only temporary. Cool. And then copper and tin plate. Inserters. There. What's the ratios? 1, 1, 1. Fine. Okay, so have we got copper and tin plate? In fact, I bet this is copper and tin plate here. Tin plate and copper, yeah. It's identical, isn't it? So can we actually make them in these boys? Yeah, we can. Okay. That simplifies things a little. In fact, I can switch them apart, can't I? Oh no. Let's just stick with the basic thing. So basic module boards. Push, 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 push. You want to reach over. We'll grab this rubbish on the floor. I did that wrong. You need that and that. That. And you can be the long one. Boop. There. Oh. So what I'm thinking since this is a temporary one, is we just... Why have I misaligned them? That's better. We just literally make them, so we make them there. Them there. Them there. Oh, that needs to reach over, doesn't it? That's why it doesn't do anything. Cool. And then what else do you need? You need solder, electronic components, transistors. All things we've got here. And I think I might... Where's... Oh, there we go. Copied it across wrong. Right. Yes. Okay. Let's just spaghetti these around. If I move this one down a bit. For him, is there? Brilliant. Because we want these two here. We could use some insane side-loading magic. Nope. To there. Yep. Where are you going? You're going 2 as well. And if I move that one down one. Just pump them up since it seems to be quite a quick thing. And then I think I just collect them basically. So how many did I need per lab? In there. Quite a lot. 555. Okay. And which ones is it then? Because it's not all of them, is it? It's the speed, efficiency, and prod. So it's these 3. That's not very efficient, is it? So... Because that's too far. Too far. Yeah, so if I then do that, is that right? Yeah. So we want that one for each of those. Oh, that one there. In fact, they could just be regular chests, couldn't they? Okay. So it's those 3 I want. So I'm kind of anticipating this, like the sum total of all the land. Maybe it becomes ridiculously, you know, expensive and slow and blah 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 to make them for the later things. But it just feels like an area of. Oh, because I've got basic mods, I can modules. I can handcraft them as well. Oh, I have. Yeah, I see. Why don't I put them in there? That's getting a little confusing. I think I might put. They stack to 40. No, they don't stack to 40. It's just made 40. Okay. Okay. Let's make them. Oh, how many have I got then? So I got 5. That's 6, 7. So I want 3 more. There we go. We should be there. And I think we'll tear this apart basically. Because I think I have it over there, but we'll siphon off, you know, stuff from there. Why is there no wood at all? That's pathetic. Why is that such a slow trickle of wood? I bet because the greenhouses are all kinds of rubbish. Have I not got my legs on? Yeah, here we go. So they're absolutely stuffed, and they're a lowest thing, aren't they? So, because wood is just so slow to make. Ah, that doesn't help. Yeah, so it's got 1.1 machines more than it can handle. Feels like more of a module problem than anything else, really. You know, it should have speeds in it or something. Oh, it can't have speeds in it. Maybe does it? Maybe it's not affected by speeds. Is there a greenhouse too? Greenhouse 2. Electric Boogaloo. So. Oh! Did I not press the. Oops. So that's greenhouse. Oh, it's fertilizer, isn't it? That boosts your speed, basically. So 5 fertilizer, nitric acid and ammonia. I don't think I'm making them. I don't think I'm making any ammonia. Nitrogen and hydrogen. Nitric acid. Nitrogen dioxide and hydrogen peroxide. Blimey. All sorts of chemically goodness. Yeah, I think we'll have to. Ammoniated brine. I think we'll leave that. Got any of them anymore, have I? Pop a bite then. Okay, so it's at least a bit more wood. It's not a lot more wood, it's a bit more wood. Why are you the only ones running? Because you're the only ones getting wooden boards, because the wood production is pathetic. We know that already. Okay. Could I not Rather than burn it, would it not be better to request the wood over here? It would, wouldn't it? I mean, I got the burner thing going, and we have a legitimate use for wood. So let's legitimately use it. There I am struggling for wood. That's what she said. There's absolutely blooming tons of it that I'm just sticking in a furnace. So, if we chop this off... There we go, you see. So if we stop this from... I might... No, let's kill it all off. Don't suppose I can tell how much wood I've got in there. Oh, it's not a lot. Okay. I guess I've burnt tons of it. Because these were... You know, there was like 80,000 wood, I think, at one point. Yeah. I'm wondering if I'm doing something slightly dumb there in that. No, it doesn't look like it. I was just wondering if maybe I was putting the wood in a chest and sending it over. I'm burning it. Okay. Oh, and there's more wood going up there. Look. I need loads of wood. Right. We might have to mess about with fertiliser then. Okay, anyway, point is... I think we get rid of this row. Did we make these? We did module lab. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna sort of tidy all of this. Well, I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna get the boss to do it. But we'll get rid of all of this. And sort of rethink it. But we will reuse these. Oh, my inventory's going to explode, isn't it? Okay. Wonder if I could temporarily. Put some things in chests. In fact, let's put all of those away. Oh, you've not got the system bots to do it, have you? It's a bit lazy. A bit lazy. Since my lazy good-for-nothing bots aren't doing it, I'll do it. Okay. Got that back up. Get the car out of the way. Okay. So, yes. If we kind of... How many have I got? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So we want like a 4 to 1, a 4 to 1, and a 3 to 1, I think. So we want this, don't we really? This is quite in the way, I think. So I think if I get rid of the bottom one, well, I've managed to pick up more of these from somewhere. Oh. Okay. Okay. Because we want both of those as well. Oh, hello, crazy bacon out. Modules and bacon? Yeah. I must have summoned you. How are you doing? It's just it's being silly because it's beacons basically. Right. Okay. I don't even need to do it because it's just a 4-to-1. So, right. Stop messing about and just actually do it. Right. So there's one of them. One of them. One of them. One of them. Okay. And then if I put some undergrounds on here. Got the wrong place, so there. And oops. Okay. That. I mean, quite good. Yeah. Yeah. I'm sort of. The honest truth, I'm sort of struggling with my job a bit, but nothing too bad. Just one of them things, really. Okay, so that gets me those two in a nice compact way. Yeah, I've not been too bad. I've just, like, you know, insanely busy is the problem, which is been the case for a very long time, and it's starting to wear a bit thin. It's the honest truth. Let me see what I want to do. What do I want to do? I could use a splitter to filter that. Where would they be? They'd be in Bob's intermediates, wouldn't they? That one, solder. Other way around. In fact, probably would be better other way around, wouldn't it? Wow, we're not getting any of the basic boards now. Everything's clogging up. I guess maybe if I put those two together. Yeah, let's do it that way. Oops. Okay, so that's A lane. So if we now put that. Oops. That. And that. Do that. Blend that in. Those are 3 of the things we want. And these are the other 2. And this isn't making anything because wood is just so rubbish. Ooh, where are they bringing all that from then? Where are you getting that wood from, my friends? I'm putting it in here. Yeah. I thought I might be doing that somewhere. So I suppose if they cleared these chests out. Can we see any wood in there? I think we're okay. What about down here? Yeah, so if those are cleared out, then we can kind of get rid of these. Also, I put those in the wrong place, really. Should have been on the output of that. So let's just chop off the inserters. So it won't put any more on the belt. I'll put it around here. Because effectively I've just created a gigantic loop that the bots are using. Because the wood that's I'm putting in the chest is the bots are then picking up and then bringing it all the way back here. So that's quite pointless, really. So we will clear out the request. In fact, I might as well put the wood back. And then, oh, I picked it up again. Idiot. They might as well empty it out. Yeah, the basic chest, you know, the storage chest from when I've been chopping down trees is empty, so that's all that really matters there. But yeah, it looks like we need like fertilizer, really. I mean, I was always going to do that sort of thing. It's just that I was going to do chemicals over here, and I still haven't really touched it. Okay, so we'll just work with it as in the assumption that eventually I pull my finger out and I sort out wood. That sounds very strange. Yeah. I got the phenolic as well. Okay, so I think we've got everything we need. Let's see if we can actually build stuff. I'm not sure whether to bother using these electronic machines. I mean, they sort of have a space advantage, but it's kind of counteracted by, you know, the space advantage. So the fact that you can only get a couple of assemblers in. I know there's certain things that only they can produce, but these aren't one of them. So yeah, might as well sort of just stick with the basic machines. But let's assume those all come over this way. And then we have some sort of production line here. In fact, let's not just assume it. Let's actually get it to happen. So we want that one, that one, that one, that one, and that one. So these all go this way. I think we're okay there. In fact, let's take it back a bit. There we go. Doo-doo-doo-doo. What's missing? Oh, it's this thing. I keep tracing back to the same problem. You know, there's no wood, so it's not producing these boards, and what it is producing, these are eating. So yeah, it's not going to resolve itself until we get fertilizer, I don't think. Right. how am I going to lay this out? I mean, ultimately, power core. Getting distracted again. So ultimately, we need to make these things and feed them into labs. And that's something completely different, isn't it? But we'll come back to that one. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. Okay, that's quite a lot. So, why don't I just build it like I would sort of normally build these sorts of things? So, if we have like 6 lanes, no, that's half lane it, so it would be 3. I don't know, I'd pick that up. So 3 lanes would then, wouldn't it? Yeah, so like that, like that. And they'll just bring the power over to, well, just put it there. Then we'll put our module labs. No, put that too close. Yeah. Okay. Oops. Right, and then we can have 1, 2, and that's already done. Okay. Probably turned out that this is an insane amount of modules to try and produce, but we can stick modules in the module labs and slow it down. Right. Oh, I forgot to turn that back on, didn't I? So we are out of stuff. In fact, it might be useful to have one of these over here anyway. But yeah. Okay, so if we select that research, in fact, yeah, let's just do them in order. So we would need 25 speed circuit boards to do this. Is that correct? 25 speed circuit boards, okay. So if I was making them there, speed circuit boards. Oh no, I should make those first, really, shouldn't I? Let's make the basic boards then. So some of them, they need the iron, the copper, the phenolic. Right. Because these are actually more like... These should probably be on the other side. Because they're more like one of these. Oops. Okay. Iron and tin, phenolic, and the actual acid. I didn't bring that over, did I? So let's pop that on there. Oh wait, is the brass the longer one or the short one? I think the brass is the longer one, isn't it? So we don't need to... waste that as such. How about move this all down one, and then we can bring oops. Put that there. And now we can have the power running down the middle. Just like so. Now, is that empty because it's just empty? I think it is, isn't it? Now, why is that empty? Because that shouldn't be dependent on wood. Fluid ingredient shortage. Oh no, it's the same problem. I bet. Yeah, this is all log jammed up. Because we're not doing anything with it. Just don't know what you know, how you get rid of that stuff without just... That seems bizarre that this, you know, much vaunted mod would have you just sticking things in a chest and blowing them up all the time. Let's get in the car. Oh, I don't have to, it's right here. But yeah, I mean, I'm... don't know, confused. Confused. Let's go over here, I guess. And just sort of have a random chesticle area. Okay. Could also probably empty these out, couldn't I? Because I think they only hold a little bit, so. If you're empty anyway, why were you not? Sodium hydroxide. Right then. That gets us at least a little bit of phenolic, whatchamacallit, do we? Right, what else do you need? You need the copper and iron, copper and tin, rather. I don't know that those are not the only one using that. Yeah, because these are the solders, the basics. Now, you do need copper. We'll come back to that one later. That one needs copper and tin as well. Okay. That's copper and gold. Plastic bars and aluminium plate. That's completely different. But we'll just take that up there for the time being. And phenolic boards. So these don't need the boards, do they? In fact, I think this is the only one that uses the boards. But yeah, we'll fix all that later. I guess we're using fast ones. Anything else? No, that's all good. Yeah, I'm rapidly running out of stuff. Okay. Let's use ghosts. Right. So if these became the lanes, oops, then we can have they're lined up. I think that's lined up. Right. So these would be the outputs. So we ideally want all the inputs there. I think there's 3 of them though, aren't there? I don't know if are they ratioed weirdly or anything. 1, 2, 2. I mean they take 2.5 seconds to craft, so oh no, 1, 1, 2, 2. So we could have the basic. In fact, I'm gonna have to move this over, aren't they? Because that's behind it. So if we copy that one over. So we can have half lane of... Have you brought me any? Still waiting. Still waiting. Oh, here they come. I could risk it over here. So, if that's making the speed ones, it's 1 and 1, 2 and 2. So ideally half of that and half of that. No? Half of solder, yeah, okay. No? No. Being done. So that one can be solder thingy like that. And that underground's there. Now I need to combine those two. Which I'm thinking maybe I just do as a permanent thing. So effectively these two become 1 and swap into that lane because I'm pretty sure that's the only use of that. So that gets us our 3rd lane here. Oops. Alright. And then same again. So one no. Yeah, 3, 2, 1. Cannot reach. Okay. And then this is the output. Ah. To there. And then we can have the other modules. How far out can I go? Oh, I can go to there. Yeah, so the prod ones can go on that side. Like that. Oh, I nearly stepped out of the range then. If you step out the range, it cancels all your orders. So the bots. I mean, so I think they've updated the logic, and if you go back in, it'll then reassign those same bots nowadays. But it used to be that bots would just completely cancel, and essentially you'd get a whole load of new bots trying to bring you the same stuff. So I'm not sure. Whether it's really different anymore. So, let's look at the maths of it then. So, how much is this producing? In theory, that'll produce 60 a minute. Why have we not made anything? Because you've not got a single basic board. Because I've clearly messed something up here. Oh, they've not got an output. Okay. No, don't put it there. Put it there. It's doing that weird freaky arm movement thing again. Where it sort of slides it across. Okay, so here's the basic boards. So these are our first speed circuits. We can go and grab these from here. Get rid of them. Also put them in there. And there we are. So I have no idea what a good rate on those is. And I assume to make actual speed modules, we're going to have to actually use the circuits as well. So things will get a bit more complicated. But let's do the research first. You've got to do the research first. That's the key bit. Got to do the research first. Oh, helps if you don't press the button accidentally. So, let's do prods, because they're next. Have you brought me stuff? You brought me most of the stuff. Let's plop in a new one of them. Right in the way, obviously, because I'm a silly person. Let's put it there instead. Doesn't give me a very good coverage, does it? But okay. Right. Let's get these in. Switch this to rod circuits. We're not doing anything because I've messed up the lengths. Yeah, that's cool. So prod circuit should be coming in. Yep. Grab them then. Now, speed modules require speed circuit boards. Okie dokie. A single speed 10-second crafting time. Okay. Do the crafting times get slower? 20-second crafting time. 30-second crafting time. What happens if we go right down the bottom? 80-second crafting time. Uh-huh. So prod 1. Let's have a look and see so I can work with it a bit better. Oh, I see, and you have to put more speed circuit boards in. Crikey. Let's just do a second one. Because I've no idea if I'm sort of over or underproducing for the labs. But given the very slow craft time, what else do they need? Module case, module contact, module mainboard. I'm just wondering if we bot this basically, because you know if they take 10 seconds each. I don't, did that? Yeah, we can check now. But let's do. If wow, is there any point doing efficient? I guess there is because we want power armor, but green module. It's just called green module, right? What's green module then? What does it do? Energy consumption. Oh, so it's just it's just efficiency. So what's an efficiency module in this then? Decreases machine energy consumption. Minimum energy consumption 20%. I'm really not fussed about those sorts of things. Pure productivity model as opposed to impure productivity. Why are there two? Oh, because you can upgrade those into one. Okay. Or make it from raw, effectively. Interesting. Productivity plus 5%. So what's the productivity we've just researched then? Oh, I see. It increases energy. So a pure prod just literally gives you extra pod, but not as much, but doesn't suck up extra energy. Excuse me. Okay, fine. So that's the sort of thing we do want. I mean, I kind of got to produce these because we need to do that one. But like the pollution producers, I think is so that you can farm biters and stuff. Because obviously you would need alien capsules, but I have so many alien capsules. And, you know, we've got to all the way up to 0.89 evolution. And we're barely getting any real challenge on the biters, and I'm essentially just still using level 1 weapon stuff. Right, so essentially I can just copy this, do that there, and kind of swap in what we need really. So if I do another, where did the let's put one there. And then copy that up. Oops. And then this would be going on to this side. That's on that side. And that needs to be... Was it efficiency as I'm going to do next? I think so. And then... So done those three. I guess I say we need the pollution and the pollution producing as well. But we can plop. There we go. That in again. Okay. And then this becomes... Doing those three. Pollution... No, we've done all that one already. It's that one. And then we have the one that does require a different... So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Module logic board. So this is different. So we'll have to sort that out. But let's get all the rest of it hooked up first. Oh, have I put them in the wrong place? I have, haven't I? It's too far down. So it wants to be there. And I just copied that rather than... Right. Yeah, so what time is it? 6 o'clock. So I guess just another reminder. I don't know if that's the really other thing, but I'm going to be finishing probably... What time did I start? So I started at 4:30. So I guess I'm finishing at 7:30-ish, maybe. So that's that one. That's that one. Because I'll be watching Eurovision. I don't know if Ukraine will take it again. But, it's been hosted in the UK. We came second because for some reason we decided to put an actual good song in. I don't know why we did that, but there you go. Well, good. An okay song. It wasn't my cup of tea, but... Apparently there's some rock songs in this year's Eurovision. Bit of a turn up. One of which is Australia. Interesting if Australia won it. Well, let's take them out because we know that's different, don't we? Right. So you can go on that side. Right, so we need to sort that one out. Is everyone else running? Is... I think. Chop that off, tidy that up a little bit. Okay. Oh, it just finished. So we've done that one, so we want the pollution one. Oh, well, I don't think we do, but efficiency, pollution cleaning. So efficiency, pollution. Bing bong bing, that was quick. And pollution producing. Because I'm not necessarily too fussed about going like mega high on. Oh, you can actually put module main. But all right, okay. So they are potential research things, and we do need to. Oh, okay. So we need to do them next at some point. But I think I'll just chug through doing some of these like basic ones so that we can do Power Armor 2, for example. What else do I need? Oh, I need Military 4 anyway. Okay. So I could do that as a regular research, but yeah, let's get those on the go. And then I'll try and do these in the meantime. So we don't have copper, but it's on the thing. Fiberglass boards and gold plate. Fiberglass boards. I mean, fiberglass is... Well, glass, isn't it, basically, I think? Right. Let's grab some of this then. Do that. Use this to filter it down to copper, which would be in intermediates, other side. Actually, don't need to do that, do I? So that gets me copper. Do you not need basic boards at all then? Oh, you don't. Okay. It's just completely different ingredients, isn't it? Not even vaguely similar. In which case, might be a case of moving this over. Actually, do I need to move that 2 over? I do, don't I? Well, I don't know, because I don't know how much I'm going to use them. But there you go. Let's do that one. Because I'm thinking we have 2 lanes here for these ingredients. Yeah, I'm going to need to move them over. Again! And I've put it 1 tile too far down. Because I am a genius. Right. So the fluid is relatively easy. We can just bring that across. Remove this power thing. I have to use a brass one. I like this having multiple lengths of pipe. I know there are, lots of other mods that have, longer pipes and stuff, but I quite like it being, variable length, additional lengths. So, am I just gonna end the lines here? Might be foolish, but let's do that. And then we're quite quick to go through, and we've only got 2 machines making it, so maybe this isn't going to be that much of a problem. We start to need module main boards for these. Okay. So let's put that one on. In fact, let's do military 4 instead. Where's that? Oh, let's just search it. Military 4. There we go. The last of the militaries. Military 4. I can't do military 4 because I haven't got utility science packs. Can I? No. I've done the pink ones, not the green ones yet. Yeah, we got the pink ones, not the green ones. That's very annoying. Okay, so we can't do military 4. Let us instead queue that one up and do the others when they're ready. Do these require mixed? Oh, they do, okay. And then eventually they also need the green things, right? Okay. Right, let's do this one then. I don't know what this is for then, because none of those use it. But we shall see. Let's hook up. Where is gold? I mean, because I've got gold here, you see. But the gold over here. I mean, I'm doing nothing with gold. I'm wondering if it's just used in, modules basically. What I'm thinking is just sort of running it up here. We've got so much junk here already. That might be a little tricky. Where would be a place to put it then? Maybe if I sort of go through... No, there's wood there. Along here, maybe? No. Is it just going to be sent? Because gold, I think you just smelt. Oh no, you need chlorine for it. I think if I sort of snake around. Yeah, we'll just have to improvise it round, I think. I mean, these, you know, don't need them to be there at all, so that's not linked. That is. So we could come up this way with the gold. How am I getting it through here? So maybe I underground here. Too far down. That problem. Maybe underground here. And across there. If I sort of stick below that until here, and we can make use of that gap. Oops. So Summit needs processing there. I've not even done that one. Okay, so gold above the copper here. Cool, so that will be the gold. Let's make sure it's properly hooked up everywhere. Where was I going to take it? I was going to take it down the bottom there, wasn't I? Okay. And it doesn't really matter where I go downwards, but let's put it there. Oh, I put the belt the wrong way around there. Okay. Fix that. And sneak through there. I made this unnecessarily complicated? Of course I have. But there you go. Right. Now. What we actually want is for these two to be combined, don't we? So if we did flip that back over again, oops. Okay, so in the eternity that is the time it will take the cups of gold to come through. And then I've no way to get those out. I bet they're not even used in the labs. Right. You lead across there. Oh, I've got copper on both sides of that, no. Right, we also then need fiberglass boards. And I was going to put that on that side anyway, wasn't I? Okay. Fiberglass boards. Now, how do we make a fiberglass board? We take plastic and glass, smush them together, and that gives us a fiberglass board. Okay. Okay. What do we make them in? There's a fiberglass board. Okay. Are those balanced? Way overbalanced. That produces like 1,000,000 times more than it needs. Which is fine. I bet it's used in something else. I bet it's used in something else. And what do you need? You need plastic and glass. Right. Well, we know glass is all the way over here. Plastic is what we're taking off on there. So, am I bringing glass over here anywhere? Don't think I will be. No, glass is just going onto the bus. So could I squeak? Yes, I think I could. So what I can do is basically follow the glass round. Oh, I'm out of belt again. Wonder if I can get the bots to do most of it. So we want to parallel that basically. Like this. We have to hop over there. Down there. Actually, might as well hop over there. So it might be worth... So if I combine them here... Where are we? So here. And then, yeah, stick them together over there. I'm just wondering, maybe it's better to have this over here, basically. And then if fiberglass boards are used in other places, in other modules, then we have them to hand. Glass is there. Okay. They're all coming in with a lot about. Coming in with a lot about. Why is that? Oh dear. Oh dear. That's obviously not filtered properly. Am I not requesting them here somewhere? I guess it's only set to 50 then. Yeah, 50. Oops. Okay. How are we doing? It's not reached me yet. I don't suppose I can do bot speed, can I? Oh, I can, because it's the pink ones. Yay! Right. Cool. So I can, how many of them? I can do 2 more. Of them, but I can also do 1 of them. Okay. Cool, that'll help. Right. How are we doing? Still not brought me anything. Okay. Let's go to meet them, I guess. Yeah, so if I get rid of that and instead have the actual fibre board, whatever it's called, glass fibre, coming this way. Use a... no, missed. Longer belt. Longer underground, rather. Like that. And then... guess... maybe if I actually put this here. And that could go up there. So if it, I mean, it's quite quick, isn't it? How much have we got? We got most of it. Let's go on the back. The yeah, wood at least appears to have caught up with itself. That's good. Glass is coming. I might have to fill... yeah, there's a bit down the bottom that isn't quite in coverage, I think. Beat you to it, bots. Beat you to it. Right. Why have I kinked that round there? That's better. Yeah, half a second. Okay. So, we're gonna need a bigger boat. That wants to be long output and probably offset. Okay. Get all this in. Was that just going to be on its own? Or it was, wasn't it? No. Fibre... what? Whatever it's called. Fibreboard, fiberglass, whatever. Okay, so they're just waiting on glass. Fiberglass board. Okay, so it's called both things. That's convenient of it. Yeah, so when that comes through, we'll have all of them except Mr. Bell. It's got everything it needs apart from fiberglass board. Cool. Now, let's see about producing some actual modules. What I'm wondering is about tacking it on the bottom, basically. So I can't see myself ever doing more than this, and if I did, you know, I could just stack them on the back like you do with labs normally. I don't think there's any restrictions on that. So if I do carry capacity, cargo size rather, that's 300. What about speed? 250. Okay, so very similar. Excellent. So do that as well then, once they're available. But yeah, so I can then actually produce actual modules. Actually down here. What do they need? So... let's have a look at the... so oh. A speed logic board. Ah, okay. Ah. Yeah, so it starts to need a separate board. Okay. interesting. I wonder if those become the research input. No, it always stays as speed boards. Okay. But what I need to do, I do actually need a second thing here because it's not going to work, is it? Because this is where I need to be bringing the other green bits, because these two, module case and module mainboard, I wonder why that isn't filling there. No, it's fine. So these become used in a different recipe, and it's not making any. Why not? What's happened there? Oh, it is. It's just very, very slow. Okay. So, if this is making speed module 1, it also needs those things as well as module contacts. I bet module contacts become no, they can't because there's no slot for them. So they don't ever become a research. In fact, the other one doesn't become. This one doesn't become a research input either. So what I actually need, yeah, okay. So this shouldn't be on here because it's not a research input. Not got room for it, have I? That's annoying. Maybe if we shift this, I put that in the wrong place. Power line down. Like that. Then we could have a fourth one here. That this one does connect to. But what we need on this is these other things. So the no, it's not going to work, is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it's 7. 2, 4. Yeah, 7. Okay. So it sort of doesn't matter because I need them on one thing here. But either way, it gives me an extra lane to send those contacts and stuff down. So that needs to be a lane there. Oh, we might as well connect it back up again then if it sort of doesn't matter. But yeah, this can be the cases and the contacts. The cases and the contacts and the contacts and the cases. Across here. Okay. So, what do they need to be made? Ah, gold. That's good. Wait. I got 3 extra things. So I need 2 lanes, don't I? Because that's the 6 module doobies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That one's makes them, and then all 3 of these are needed in over here, but only 2 of them are research. Okay. So I need another lane on top of this as well. Crikey. Managed to make myself a bit of a mess there, haven't I? Let's... Oops. Let's use the power of red. The infinite power of red. I've moved this about 10 times this plane. Robobot. Yeah, and this needs access too, so it needs... I guess if I get rid of that one and then copy this middle part, that gives these all access to everything, even though 2 of them it doesn't need. Copy the wrong ones. Why is that across? Why is that so far? Shouldn't it be... Huh? Should be them ones. The heck has happened? Copy those. Oh, it's because it's those 2. Because I've not, yeah, okay, I've not done my usual thing, right. That's better. Got any lights on any of this? Right, so back to the point. Module main board. Am I not already making those? That seems to be the same stuff again. So those should be made over here, I guess, then, shouldn't they? Can I just get rid of you? Yeah. Because these require phenolic board, tin plate, and copper plate, which is all this stuff. Okay. I'm going to put it up a bit though. So it needs these ones. All the way across here. As well as the phenolic stuff. How quick are these? 10-second crafting time. Good lord. Good lord in heaven above. But it's only those, so that's okay. There. Discover that there's no way to do that properly. Weird kink, but we don't mind weird kinks. Okay, so they need an output. Don't know what rate need to produce them at. Let's just pop in enough to take it to the end of the belt. Okay, so they're at least being made. Not necessarily in the right place, but they're being made. That's just copper and gold, which is exactly what's on this belt. Oh. Why did I put that there? That was idiotic. So, which was it? This one? How long do they take to make? 5 seconds, okay. Now we are talking. So if that's coming out of there, this needs to be the input. not how I've done the others, is it? Let's do it, keep it consistent. So this is the input. Up to that one. On that side. Okay. And this needs to be... Oh. This needs to be this. Oops. Like so. And undergrounding on that side. Right. Gonna make some? Yep. Cool. Now we've got the green boards, I say, not necessarily quite in the right place, but not far off. Module cases. Are plastic and what should we call it? So, aluminium. So, not hugely complicated. How fast are they? 10 seconds. Oh. Speed. 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 Output there. Do that. Keep it all nice and consistent. That'll be on the other side. So this belt doesn't really need to be here, but it does. It's a bit weird. Here's what I've done. I need some way of getting that across, but could load it onto there, couldn't I? Yeah, that probably works. Oh, I've ended up with loads of these again. Go like that. Right, yes, so. If we get this in here. Like that. I don't know if they're high volume or not, so I don't know why I've done that, but. Okay. That gives you access to the green ones. Which ones are you missing? You're missing module case. And that's the one that takes aluminium. Okay. So we have plastic here again, so we could siphon some off right very easily if we know where aluminium is. Not sure that's not... Isn't that the right at the end here? Isn't that aluminium? Let's have a look for one of the millions of different silver-coloured bars. No, aluminium's a squarey one that points diagonally down and right. So is that aluminium? Could be. I did notice that these, I was moaning about before, they all look the same. The angles are slightly different. So this, if you look, that's like a perfect diamond shape, and this one's slightly offset. I don't know if that's meant to be the clue that it's different, a different one, but that's a bit too subtle for my ancient eyes. And I think that titanium bar one, I mean, obviously they're different colours, but it's quite similar to that, but it is slightly brighter, so there are differences in these things, but a lot of them are a bit too subtle for me. So where's carbon going in? There's a good possibility I'm not actually making aluminum. I seem to remember doing it though, because we got, what's this carbon? This is the aluminum. Yeah, there we go. So that's aluminium. If I could get it under that, or around the back of it maybe. It might be a little easier. I mean, I've got mega express belts, so the undergrounds I will have. Did I ever build the belt? I don't think I built past 3, did I? No, but we could order some of those in and see if that'll get us past past that distance. That was eloquently put, wasn't it? Past that distance. I could obviously do a smidge of landfill. In fact, if I landfill across the... Oh. If I landfill across there with my massive 8 bits of landfill, oh, did that not? Not like that, idiot. Like that. That might make it even easier. Although that's exactly where I put the storage of this. See, I mean, it's just silly. It's like got no use for it, and I'm producing loads of it. Okay. Oh, bot's already here. Looks like that speed boost is helping. So, if we put that in there... Is that aligned with the bottom, or have I messed that up? No. No. Oh, yeah, it is aligned. Oh, you have, you see. You see? Now, how far does that go? Not far enough. I mean, does it matter? We know that, you know, this blocks itself up. So I don't think it's really all that important, but... we can always fix that later. Now... feeding that in's going to be a pain in the bum, isn't it? All that undergrounding. Can I maybe... if I do it here... I don't think that really helps anything, is it? But there you go. Yeah, do it across there. Up there. Or there even. Like that. And we turn this into a split. Not sure most of that's in there. Oh, it is. Yeah, construction. There's a bit missing there. Have to go and do that. Over here. Yeah. So they should fill out the rest of that. And then I think there's an area at the bottom here that isn't covered either. But if I take a little split there, like that. Take this up here. Oh, I might come in useful here, I think. Where am I trying to bring that? All the way over there. Yeah, so let's use that. Extra reach. Just ever so slightly quicker than them. Right. And then a bit of light on the subject. Plastic's going to come through, but what about the aluminium? It's a coming. It's a coming. Right, that then gets everything, I think. Everything a growing speed module might need. Right then, we'll make our first module in a minute. Okay, that's all the boosty ones I can do on that. So if we take this back, I'll put this back on. Then we can see if I have hooked everything else up properly. But in the meantime, so you need those three, don't you? Okay. I'm sort of wondering whether I just have, like, you know, one machine basically making each type of module. And just run these down. Because other than sort of speed and prod, I can't see myself really doing much because the pollution thing's sort of not an issue in a sense. Don't know. We shall see. So let's do prod. Oops. And then we would do efficiency, I guess. And then pollution producing. And pollution cleaning. It's not a lot of point having them go past there then, is there? Right. Why have you put that stuff in there, bots? No! What? Silly things. No. So this needs to be prod. This needs to be, despite the best efforts of the bots, this needs to be speed. Need some lights on. They need both of these. As well as that and that. Now they need the glass. I keep thinking of it as glass. I guess it is, sort of. But yeah, if we set this to, you know, 100 or something. But it take 10 seconds each, so. Right, why is the other one not coming through yet? Given I can see. Oh, it's just literally getting here. Awesome. Now, just out of curiosity... Oh, I've got an itchy nose. Just out of curiosity... So we would be two of them down. 1.2 of them down. But maybe if I restrict it to just these ones that I think are the ones I would actually need. Yeah, we would have 3 extra there. So we would need 2 more module case. In theory, too many basic modules. But I say it's producing these things that I can't really see any particular use for. So, module case. 2 more of them. Is what I'll put in, I think. Oh, excuse me. So put in 2 more of these. I mean, they are quite slow, aren't they? Want these 10 seconds or something. In fact, let's put in more than 2. Let's go absolutely insane. Because they're needed for science as well, so... let's... make sure everything's working. In fact, which was the other one? The other green ones were also used for science, weren't they? So, do I want more of them? Can't be bothered. So yeah, all of those are kicking in. So, how are we doing on power? This is another thing I've not... Oh, crikey. Yeah. Not actually producing enough power. I suspected we were getting close. I hadn't realised we'd hit that point already. I mean, we can put in... well, I think in fact I can do 2 extra levels of... no, just the one then. But yeah, I mean, all of that stuff I'm now making, so... as in the raw stuff, so... Fluid burning boiler, okay. But yeah, brass pipes and all that sort of stuff, it's not... having all these different ways of doing the same things is quite confusing at times, but there you go. You know, so cobalt and brass we are making. So I can go and put them in. The difficulty then would be whether I would be feeding it enough coal and stuff, because I mean these have been going for ages, these coal reserves. So they're doing well. Yeah. Power might be the next thing, because we do have the ability to make nuclear power. But there was some complication. What was the complication? It might have been that, the heat pipe 2, that it turned out I needed heat pipe 2. I think at the time I hadn't researched heat pipe 2. Aluminium electronic circuit board. Yeah, we didn't have cobalt either, so... we're now at the stage where we can actually do nuclear power in actuality. I think if I research these level 1 ones... 1 ones? 1 ones. 1 ones. So pure speed... first, I think. See what that's all about. So I haven't actually made a module because we really do need a lot more of those, don't we? Module cases. Is it anywhere close to... No, so they're still trickling out. So that's the pure speed. The green. I think I should bump those up to the next machine. And they're one of the first targets, I think, for... So that goes from bing bong bing to bing bong bing. So pure prod. I wouldn't be surprised if I've effectively got the wrong modules in these then. So blue and... I suppose they're right, but... Because that'd be a speed and a prod, yeah, okay. But the pure prods, I guess, are better in a sense because they're not... Oops. So I can now make level 1 of everything. Do I do the next ones? Let's make them all on parity then, because it's a really quick research. Yeah, so let's get these to the point where the next research would need the green, the green tea thing. A lovely cup of green tea. And then let's let it actually make some modules. Right. So you need to reach over to there. You both need chesticles. They're obsessed with putting these things in the wrong doobry. Okay, so that takes it to 2. So these are the brown ones. So you need both of those. Oops. Wait on. Doesn't matter. Confuse myself. Inside, yeah. Okay. So that's the green level 2. And this is the blue level 2. You need an output there and there. I guess we'll set this to like 50 or something. Maybe it should be high, you know, because it feels like these are then used. The best way for me is to then use them in making the other one. You know, like the pure prod. It's just slightly simpler. Why are you not getting the pollution? Oh, I see. So which one have I missed off? I've missed off one of the recipes. Okay. Let's do... Oh, actually electric pulse 3 might be. Coal liquefaction? We are in this big stretch here of... It's just higher levels of, you know, so extra furnace level, extra oil processing, extra electrolyzer, extra distillery level, extra radar level, which is all great, but having not yet finished setting up, you know, and there's even more, you know, like level 2s and stuff. feels a bit superfluous. Am I wrong, or am I about halfway through the tick tree? Yeah, getting on for it. Okay. I need to work out what rocket launch looks like, to be honest with you, in this, because... So, what am I missing then? So if this shouldn't be the brown one, should it be that one? Yeah, it should be that one, okay. So this should actually be that one. And this should be set to that one. Okay. So this should be the brown one. Yeah. Watch them put the stuff in again. You've done it again, boss. I admire your sort of your tenacity, but... did I set that to 50? Yeah. And then this brown one to 50 as well. And then we need to work out whether and how we make the others. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. But these are just different recipes, aren't they? So do I make it out of the raw stuff? Or do I make it out of a speed and an efficiency? It would probably be... Right. The green one seems so pointless. I can make those out of level 2, okay. Feels like the same difference, really. So we would need pure speed, green, and pure prod. Okay. So perhaps this is the green one then. And then these are going to be the pure speed, pure prod. Maybe the recipe's getting more complicated or something. But this needed speed and efficiency, didn't it? So actually these do need to come all the way down. Cool. They'll be at it again. Grabbing the blooming stuff and put it in the chest. Absolutely determined there. Right, so you need to be green. You need to be... Oops. What did I do there? Pick it up, because that's confused the heck out of me. You need to be... turquoise. And... Are you? Pure prod? No, pink. Oh no, that's the... Getting confused again. Put them to 100 then. Okay. And then this is the actual prod producer. This filters to prod. This filters to pure speed. That one's green. Take those out. These must therefore need several. So it needs efficiency and pollution, which are actually both in the same thing. So it needs both of those, doesn't it? think everyone needs these things. Just put them everywhere. And then your speed and efficiency. So you're that one. Oops. I have runned it out. Okay. Your efficiency. And their efficiency, prod, and pollution. So also those two. So it's this one that. Well, what are these logic ones for that I've just not got any use for? Is there an entire new class of one? Oh, a speed. Oh, okay. They're not the same. Okay. So it's no point having this here at all, is there? Because when I want to make the, or when I get to the stage of making the higher, what happened there? What, the higher stuff, I need to make a different type of board, which isn't an upgrade of the existing board. So actually, this would be a separate production thing, wouldn't it? Okay. Right. So effectively, these ones. That's annoying, because I could have put the green on that line. And then I wouldn't have this extra thing going on. We seem to be struggling with the module contacts, so I'm going to put a few more of them in because they're super easy to produce. So let's do more of them. Boop. Boop. Oh, I'm out of stuff again. Brilliant. Has this gone down? Oh, no. Why not? Why are none of those being picked up to be put in the bacon and stuff? Do bots not do that in Bob's? So oh, 720, cracking. Well, we've made all of the modules now, so oh, why has the green one not happened? What have I set that to by? Oh, 50. Okay. Yeah, so we have made some of everything. It's just they're not putting them in for some reason. So let's have a check. So put that on there. Let's just grab some of them by hand. Put them there. So if I copy and paste that, I need another one, don't I, to copy and paste it. If I do that, so the bots do put them in. Why are they not putting them in over there then? Oh, we're in a separate... That would explain why the bots are always putting the things in. Because these networks aren't quite connected. Yeah. Always the simple things. Always the simple things. Oh, crikey. Always the simple things. No. Okay, there we go. There we go. The bots are doing what bots do. Awesome. Would also explain why I've run out of stuff again. Cool. Does that... Oh, I can't actually do colour liquefaction. Why can't I do that? Purple, blue, yellow and red. Why is that not working? Purple, blue, yellow and red. Production, chemical. Why is that not working? Yellow, red, blue, purple. Yellow, red, blue, purple. Or is it purple and it's actually pink? It's purple and I've got pink. Okay. That's pink, not purple. Okay. So that's a duff selection. Marvellous. I just kind of imagine it for like the level 2s and stuff. I'll just use it, do it for bots, but oh, they're bait. Oops. Idiot. Okay. So yeah, I'll probably just, you know, build like level 2s with bots basically, because... Or will I? Because I need more speed circuit boards and stuff, so we can essentially have... Can start to need solder and stuff like that. So I can just go up... You know, I can just put some chests at the end of these lines by the looks of things, because this is like... Seems to be overkill. One thing is able to just feed everything, really. Yeah, let's let them put in the... Oh, getting an attack. Put in all the things. We're just 40 odd short. Look at that. Actual modules in actual machines, actually. I would consider that a successful baconing. Where, oh, there's the cow. Okay. Oops. Yeah, I don't know what I was going to do with this sulfuric acid. Obviously send it somewhere, but I'm not 100% sure where. See how they're all filled up again? Yeah. Still not really using copper, are I? I guess when I get to like I don't know if low density structures are the same, but I mean that's always a massive copper sink. No, it doesn't actually use blooming copper. What about things like this? Because batteries, I think, are different, aren't they? Because there's like lithium batteries rather than silver zinc battery. Yeah, regular battery isn't copper. Yeah, and they're just made out of other batteries. They look quite funky. But yeah, I couldn't do military 4, could I? What's the other things? I can't get a better power armor. Because I would need what? I don't have green? Is that the problem? Yeah, no green. Okay. So, I guess next time, I've got options. I could do military sciences in the same way. We could do a... I don't know why I've come up this way. Oops. I don't know. I mean, the thing with the military is I'm obviously not really making any of it anymore. There's just the basic stuff still. And it's holding them back, is the point. It's like... Plasma's a bit OP, so... That's kind of kept them in check. I guess power is the thing, really. That's what we need to sort out. Okay. Be nice to have power, like uranium in there, I guess. I don't actually know if my nuclear build might just carry over. I don't know if any of the ratios are the same or not. Because those there. I'll probably put it in there, to be honest with you. Because then I can stick a landfill in. We could have several in that lake. But it looks like the build works. Because it's not disappeared any turbines or anything. I just need to build them. Which is the case for everything, really. That's what I'm lacking. Are the actual builds rather than technologies. Yeah. Okay. So I either need to continue this, build everything else up. Because where did I get to? I was just doing... I need to do chemical labs. But then I think everything... I mean, there's greenhouses. They're fairly simple, aren't they? Centrifuges I should transfer over here as well, which would mean making concrete. But yeah, I've got chemical labs, greenhouses, pumps and stuff I'm not doing. But then it's into the sort of power stuff is really what I need to do. So I could either build that up if I get a chance to play, or the iron that I keep promising to add on. You know, we've only got two lanes coming in, so I could easily add another one. Even if I just redivert that, but let's see. Did I produce something else? I don't think I did I? But yeah, and there's military stuff. So there's loads and loads and loads of things to build. So I could just grind through them. But yeah, the big thing is fluids. So all the weird fluids that we need to produce. Power. Let's add a little tag. Or two. Just in the last couple of seconds to remind me. I think I'm getting to the... Oh, deuterium reactor, okay. Point where I'd probably quite like to play the game properly between streams, and the streams are just like a progress update, really. And you know, I try and keep specific jobs, but stuff like this, you know, I just need to sort of grind through it and produce or build all the machines again. And then, you know, the big job of deconstructing all of this is definitely an off-stream thing. I need to push the biters back a bit as well, I think, because they are starting to get, even though, as I say, the plasma's basically holding them in check, but because we're getting the Titan things now, and I mean, they are getting hit by pollution, so they're getting pollution attacks. There you go. But they are actually getting through, and things are getting into you know, like gun turret range. Oh, that one's empty, in fact. There you go. So I've got so many of these dang bead things. What have they called? Alien, what do we call it? That doing special pollution to cause them to attack just seems a bit unnecessary, really. Cool. Anyway, enough me thinking away. So, do power is one. Do fluids is another. Have I got all the fluids, and then more iron is another one. They would be in regular intermediates, wouldn't they? And then we've got like military. I should add a to-do list to this, really, shouldn't I? Got military. There's another thing I need to do. This is the other sciences. Since it's like green and stuff that we're struggling, we've not got. Middle science. So there's loads of stuff to do, which is to say, well, I'm thinking. Right, so last thing, just before I go, I want to check So rocket silo to reduce space science is... I mean, obviously it's different by the looks of things. Because you've got these rocket engines and tungsten and all sorts of stuff. Electronic processing board. So all sorts of different things, but it's still white science via rockets. Okay. But you see, I'm not that far off. Because what would I need? I'd need advanced circuit boards. I can research them. In fact, actually, I can research them because that's the pink one, isn't it? So we could put that on, actually. But where's... Crikey, look at all the researches this brings out. So yeah, and then RCUs, I would need green science for. And heat shields. Silicon nitride tungsten carbide plate. Required tungsten alloy, so that's new. Okay. And nitinol. Oh, nitinol. I was just watching the Veritasium video on memory materials. Nitinol. Or nitinol, I think it's called. So that's all sorts of other super things. That one I can research as well. Okay. Just I mean, I'm not that close from what is technically the end of, I guess, the game in the general sense. I haven't even researched artillery. Have I? Or have I researched it and just not built it? Oh, I've researched it. Okay. Explosives and cannon shells. I wonder... Because they come with tanks, don't they? Just hoping that might be a cheeky use for... Oh, I've got tanks. Have I not built a tank? Huh. No, I haven't. Yeah, so I say, in theory, I might be able to, in quotes, finish Bob's. Or get it to the point where, you know, it's the won the game screen, as it were. So I don't think there is it's not like Crashtorio with a additional goal. I don't think. I would soon see if we get there. Because that just gives white science. And white science is the infinite. So there is no Crashtorio 2 style extra thing to do. It's just then up to you whether you plough through and, you know, build a bigger base and use all the best machines and all that sort of stuff. Cool. Anyway, I need to get some dinner and watch some Europeans have a good sing a song. Right. So let's pop my schedule up. Obviously it's wrong because I've not done 6 till 9. I've done 4:30 till 7:30 of all random times. But yes, so I will be back tomorrow though at the usual time to play Dyson Sphere Program. I have been, as I say, said it earlier in the stream, I have been steadily playing through that. I'm fairly determined to do a lot of it off stream because, I mean, I'm back. I will start the stream on the home planet and it's really chugging because we've now got the Dyson Swarm on the go, and it's only a small one and it's chugging basically with all all the panels flying around. And they've actually put on a thing to like trim out memory slots for the panels, because they must keep the memory available to put a new panel in, basically, rather than use up another bit of memory. Allocate another bit of memory. So it's got this whole memory trimming thing. So to me, that suggests it's not particularly optimized yet. So it's no wonder it's struggling. But my intention with DSP, I think I've decided, is to go and build my first sphere in that save. Whether we do more or not, I don't know. But effectively, the first sphere, so that I can do the end game, finish the game on a different star system. So what would start tomorrow is the whole. I think I'm going to have that planet as being like a science planet and a rocket building planet, effectively. So or science researching. I might build the actual sciences on different planets in the system, so that it's a bit more cooler. But yeah, so that's what we'll be starting tomorrow, which is very much end game. We've only got sort of 5 researches left. And then continuing, it will really be dependent on whether or not I buy a new computer. With the way things are going at work, I think it might be more prudent to save up some cash so that I can move if I need to for a new job. But yes, so that's all that. That's the schedule. Next weekend shouldn't be any problems, I don't think. I don't think I've got anything on or anything like that, so it should be back to normal. I don't think there's anything special happening. The other little promo I usually do is the YouTube channel. I put all of my VODs on there, and it's got all my series on for Dice Program, the other Dice Program playthroughs, or my other Factorio playthroughs, Aesthetic and Blueprints, which will be returning when we complete Bob's or Dyson Sphere Program. Yes, they're all on there, so if you want to check any of them out, that's where you can find them. So all it remains for me to say is thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it and you might consider coming back for another one. I've been Trismegistus. This has been Factorio. Thanks for watching. Cheers.